This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, September 14th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. A renewable energy project will expand clean energy opportunities in Franklin, Ripley, and Decatur counties after an Indiana University startup, motivated to increase the affordable adoption of renewable energy, was the recipient of a $100,000 federal grant seeking to expand such projects in rural counties. The primary goal of the project is to create a template for affordable renewable energy installation in rural areas. The organizers will use a combination of solar and other renewable energy sources that is both replicable and economically feasible. Green Fortress Engineering was created in 2016 by the IU Innovation and Commercialization Office to bring technology in biomass and hydrogen to market and to use scientific community engagement and policy work to advance technology use. They then participated in a U.S. Department of Energy-sponsored and HeroX-administered program called the Energizing Rural Communities Prize, which handed out 67 grant awards to local projects looking to increase renewable energy adoption in areas prone to not see that type of development. Green Fortress was the only winner based in Indiana. IU professor and startup leader Peter Schubert said they want to prove there is affordability and adaptability in clean energy projects for rural communities.
And then be able to share that with people so that they can learn from what we figure out and then make their own decisions for what makes the most sense for them.
The campaign is looking into retrofitting a building at the Covenant of the Sisters of St. Francis in Oldenburg to be a clean energy demonstration center. Union Health will acquire Terre Haute Regional Hospital after an agreement was announced Wednesday afternoon. The acquisition includes regional hospitals' related businesses, physician clinic operations, and outpatient services. A news release said that, quote, pending standard regulatory review and approval, both parties will immediately begin the integration process. The Indiana Chamber of Commerce on Wednesday named Boone County its 2023 Next Era Energy Resources Community of the Year, citing its fast growth and attractive business environment. According to the Chamber news release, the county has added 2,000 new jobs and more people are moving to the area. It called the county the second fastest growing county in the state. Major developments the county has bagged includes the new Eli Lilly and Company plants in the Leap District, an expansion of Ken's Foods, Netherlands-based New Cold's plans for a $150 million expansion, and GR Brand's movement of its headquarters to Zionsville. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready, Northeast Indiana. We're headed your way. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the second annual Engage Northeast Indiana event, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Tuesday, October 10th at the Grand Wayne Center. We'll be diving into talent, education, and other issues shaping the regional economy. You can find more at ibj.com/engage.
Landowners whose property was annexed for the Leap Lebanon Innovation District were dealt a legal blow fighting the move Tuesday. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
A Boone County judge has thrown out a lawsuit filed by a group of landowners against the city of Lebanon over the municipality's decision to annex 5,200 acres of land and create a new zoning district for the Leap Lebanon Innovation District, a planned 9,000-acre or more manufacturing and tech hub along Interstate 65. The 11 landowners filed legal action in January challenging the annexation and the zoning classifications assigned to the annexation area. They argued that the city was improperly assigning zoning classifications to property in Jefferson Township, despite the area not being included in the city's comprehensive plan. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation intervened on behalf of the city in an effort to get the lawsuit dismissed. 3 months later, the city adopted a resolution to include all of the annexation area in its comprehensive plan, and the landowners opted not to appeal the ruling. The city and IEDC then filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit, which the court granted on Tuesday. An attorney representing the landowners said they are considering other legal action. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Core Power Incorporated will use the Terre Haute manufactured NTEC lithium separators in the battery cells the company produces, according to a supply agreement announced Tuesday. When the Indiana facility finishes construction, Core will purchase separators for both NMC and LFP battery cells. Early Learning Indiana is awarding more than $31 million in grants to 86 organizations focused on working with infants and toddlers throughout the state. Through the funding, Early Learning Indiana officials say more than 1,500 new spaces will become available to families of infants and toddlers seeking high-quality childcare. Programs will also support early language development, early detection of special needs among young children, and home visits and parental education services. Indy Star columnist Greg Doyle is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.